year we made a few of these Grounds Thunder. This is the first turkey call that will gobble, do a good crow, a cut, purr, fighting purr, and a yelp. It's directional, user-friendly. What you're doing on this call, I had this call, I've been working on this call for 3 years. Now you see all these gobble calls coming out. This one here puts them all to shame. This one here will do unbelievable stuff. Went to a show in Indianapolis about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I only had 3 dozen of them sold in an hour. It's something you ought to give a try to. I'm going to go through some sounds. All you're doing on the gobble, you're going tuck it, 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 tuck it. Tuck it, 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 tuck it. But your hands is a big part of this call. Your hands has got to be just like that old gobble right there shaking. And watch this here now. I'm going to do the same thing. What you get with most of them calls up until the last couple of years, you got that shaking tube. That's about what a shaking tube sounds like. Them shakers like this right here. But when you put it all together, you bring them hands down, you make a good sound chamber, and you shake your hands like this here. If you want a turkey way off in the distance, you can hold your hand down like this right here. Well, what's unique about this, a lot of times when you use a crow call for locating turkeys, you've got to blow the crow call and then drop your crow call and get some kind of gobbling call. Be it a tube call, a shaking call, or some of these other calls they've got coming out. But there's nothing that's got as much volume and more realism than this Grounds Thunder. And like I said, it's still primitive this year. There will be a very limited amount of them made. I will have them next year. I said this last year, I'll have them next year, and they'll be probably dipped in a camouflage. But this year here, they're still $25 plus the shipping. But the good thing about this now here, the crow and the turkey. Here we go. All I'm doing is my throat just like I'm doing with the crow. Now with the turkey, I'm coming back going just like this right here. And you can see you can do multiple gobbles. And you can do a gobble way off the distance. You want to have it, a lot of times when a crow hollers, which is one of the locator calls we use to turkey hunt, a lot of times you'll hear a turkey way off, right close, so you can make it sound like a woods full of turkeys. It won't only gobble, folks. This call will cut, purr, fly down cackle, and yelp. What I'm doing here is I'm putting my fingers really tight. You have to find that spot right there on your fingers. And on the cluck, all I'm doing is going, put my tongue right at the top, going like this right here. With your fingers, you got to find that spot. The neat thing about this is, it's directional. You don't have to, it's direction. You got the whole thing. And a lot of us hunt in tents, especially old timers. We're hunting in tents. But this is good cut in the wind. And it's very, very directional and very, very powerful. The purr, you're just going, just like you would with the diaphragm. It sounds just like this. You got to find that hands right. The fighting purr, you open it up a little bit farther, and you go, just like you would on a diaphragm. You come back with a fly down cackle. You're just going, tuck, 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 and you're opening your hands just a little bit more, just like this here. The yelp, it's an old nasty dominant hen. It's raspy. It doesn't sound as good close as it does off in the distance. But all I'm doing is going, just like I'm trying to cough something up. And I'm opening my hands, just like this right here. Grounds Thunder, $25, 618-983-5649, or you can go to the website, www.timgrounds.com. They'll only last a while this year, folks. Get you some.